Well, you're watching Waited to Win. It's our first local meeting getting underway on Tuesday. It seems like the weather has finally turned in the Western Cape, and that is great news indeed. All things being equal, we should have our third successive meeting, and that'll be at Durbanville on Tuesday with a 12:40 start to the 1st of 8. It is the 10th of September, and of course, we have a surprise guest for us, analyst, I should say, for our Cape Town meeting. Okay, so the first will obviously be the first leg of the bipod, and this is the Hollywood Bets. Durbanville welcomes you. Maiden plate is over the 1,000 meters, and it's a great pleasure to welcome Mr. Nino Podesta. Nino, welcome, and wonderful to be in a position where we can actually chat as early in the week as we are doing today, talking about Durbanville racing. Good morning.
Sorry, good morning, Cecil. Yes, and a very nice sunny day in Cape Town, and I'm sure it's going to be a good day's racing on Tuesday at Durbanville.
All right, I think that's down to the Springboks after their last-ditch win. It was an 18-12 hard-fought victory, but the victory is all we need. Now, let's talk about race number 1. And the bookmakers have Pit Boto winning that first race with the fencing captain. That is now at 19-20, was evens overnight. Number 2, Peregrine Falcon, is at 4-1. 5-1 is the 3, Cork Bay. 6-1, number 1, Galacticus, and 12s and better. Now, just before you give us your selections, congratulations on wonderful tipping. Yes, it was by and large form results. Cruise Control came back to win. They're back to the province and won, but certainly had to come through and win to the favourites. But well done. I think 9 out of 10 of your bets and exotics all came through. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Cecil. That was Friday, and now we're going on to Tuesday at Durbanville.
Right, let's go with your starters. Hopefully it continues into Tuesday.
Well, obviously, in the first race, I'm very strong on the fencing captain, number 4. Champion Jockey gets a ride now, well drawn, been very unlucky in his last couple of runs. I do make the only danger I made was a Peregrine Falcon, but he hasn't run for over 8 months. And the people must look at the trainer's comments on that one. I think I saw somewhere that he hasn't even had a gallop.
Yes, Justin's comments were, has not galloped in this field, each way chance. So, in spite of lacking a gallop, he does rate the horse highly, obviously. But the banker, the 4, for Peter Bourton, there's a banker at the last leg, and that is a race number 6, where we've got number 8 holding thumbs, looking for back-to-back victories. Well, we're in the midst of an international break overseas, and Betway has got an array of bets on their site. It has been good. It has been competitive because they've added the Nations Cup as a bit of an incentive to the teams to put in a little more gusto. And so far, most of the big teams have done the business, barring France, but they were up against Italy. Right, so get onto that Betway platform, and you can get all your bets, all your soccer bets. And remember, you do have that in-running option, which is a great innovation. Right, let's have a look at race number 2. This is the first leg of the PA. Nino, have you renewed your Cape Turf Club membership? Open Maiden, and this is where the champion jockey, once again, is on the favourite, this time for a stay with the owner, who had a very good winner with the recent maiden winner. Paul Lafferty saddled that particular runner. Mystic Majesty is your 2-1 favourite in race number 2. Now, a well-related number 9, Honor of Kings, is second favourite at 9-2, 4-1, and better bar those. Now, I say well-related. Honor of Kings is a half-brother to none other than Princess Keller, who is part of that consignment that went through overseas, went to America. And so far, we've done well. Beach Bomb, I believe, running second on American debut. And Isivungo Vungo. People can't stop really marveling at that victory first time out on Saturday.
Cecil, what a day for South African racing. Absolutely brilliant, Isivungo Vungo. And Beach Bomb also, first run there, a terrific cracking second. And I think they're going to hold their own overseas. Yeah, obviously, number 9, Honor of Kings, well-related first-timer, half-brother to Princess Keller. I don't know the comments. Are there any comments in the front?
I would just revisit that. I don't recall seeing any race 2. This is Honor of Kings. Yes, Justin says, nice type, has not galloped, but again, each way chance.
Yes, well, I know nothing about that. I was a late replacement on the squad, and I've gone
Okay.
with the race runners, and also watch number 5, You and Me, You with Me, the Master of My Fate. Also a
Yes.
nicely bred first timer.
Okay.
Cecil, I think out of the race runners, you've got to look at 6, 8, and 10. Now, the 8 coming back in distance, I think he'll be competitive. And especially the 10, Unsung Hero. I know he's got a bit of a bad draw. But look at, he ran only 3 lengths behind Macazoli and 9 lengths behind Lion Rampart. I've got to believe that something terribly went wrong on the last run. But on his previous run, that could be the value at 6 to 1. But the horse to beat is Richard Fourie again on Mystic. What's it called?
Majesty.
Mystic Majesty. The horse to beat. But I'm adding number 8, 2020 Vision, and number 10, Unsung Hero in the PA.
All right, Nino, that's 180 Rand outlay to that PA. And again, a reminder, starts race 2 with an open maiden, and that is at 1:15. All right, so you're watching A Waiter to Win for Tuesday racing at Durbanville in the Western Cape. The Country Course will be our first host of our local meeting for this week. Weekend, a good weekend for favorite backers, especially Friday and Saturday. That's in Gqeberha and Turpentine, respectively. Let's hope that it goes on with race number 3 being the third of 8, the first leg of the Pick 6. Open maiden, and we're talking about Join the Tradition, Cape Turf Club, rather, c.co.za maiden plate for fillies and mares over the 12:30. And we have an odds-on favorite in what is becoming very, very familiar set of silks in this country colours of Mr. Bjorn Nielsen for Justin Snaith. And it goes by the name I'm So Pretty, oh so well related, 17 to 20. The second favorite in race number 3 was at 9 to 2, and that is the first time number 6, Berry Boogie. Number 2, Tap Shoes, also in the colours of Mr. Nielsen, also Justin Snaith is a 10 to 1. 4 to 1, by the way, we overlooked Candice Bass Robinson's number 8, Bright Gold. Now, another well-related sort in race than number 3, first timer. Well, no, in fact, I beg your pardon, having a fourth run, and that is I'm So Pretty, related to that very useful sprinter from the stable of Gareth Van Sale. Pretty Victory. And then, of course, in the Eastern Cape, you should know about this one. Pedra, who's won Fedra, who's won 9 from 1,000 to 1,200 meters.
Yes, I know Fedra very, very well. Top sprinter in PE and that Pretty Victory in KwaZulu-Natal. Both good sprinters, and this, to me, is one of the better bets on the card. I just cannot see it getting beaten, and I would suggest the Richard Fourie double with the one in the first, Fencing Master, on to I'm So Pretty. And Cecil, I'll make the nearest danger number 8, Bright Gold. But I can't see them. I can't see I'm So Pretty getting beaten. And confident selection and banker in all bets.
Yeah, unfortunately, the double, it needs the people with deep pockets like yours. Odds-on favorites, both races 1 and 3. 9 to 10 we saw in the first race, and 17 to 20 in race number 3. Nonetheless, it's a worthy Pick 6 banker, of course, in those colors of Stradivarius, a very, very famous horse overseas, very famous stayer, Frankie Dettori, and the very big stable in the UK. All right, on to race 4. First of 2 jackpots getting underway at 14.25. We're still in maiden company. Fillies and mares will be going over the 1,400 meters. 2 to 1 favorite in from 22 to 10 overnight. And that is the Tuscan Romance having a third outing. Comes back off a bit of a break. And that'll be Luimkotwa for the stable of Brett Crawford. 5 to 2 co-favorites. Second favorites are the Golden Angel and Champagne Cases, numbers 5 and 6. Number 3, Double Dash is at 9 to 1. It's 11 to 1. And better bar those. Now, just having a look at the unexposed horses. Number 7, Special Glamour, half sister to So Flawless, who won 5 from 1,600 to 1,800. And then 8, Strictly Private. Another one in the colors of Mr. Bjorn Nielsen. This is a half-sister to Salvatore Mundi, who still runs in the colors of Greg Bortz and has been very versatile. 5 wins, 14 100 meters up to 3,200 meters, a feature race along the way as well. So could follow in the footsteps of the sibling. Right, this is race number 4. Nino, how do we go about negotiating that first jackpot? I see on Saturday the first half was dominated by favorites, and then the rough results started coming through as the card advanced.
Yes, you're talking about in Joburg.
No, in Cape Town.
Oh, in Cape Town. Yeah, we got some nice results later on in the meeting. Yeah, you know what? I don't know anything about the first two, the 7 and 8, the two first timers. You got to read the comments, but the 8 is very well related, and it cost 800,000 rand, and that might have to be included in the jackpot. But in the pick 6, I think we will survive the 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't have a worry about the 4 not having run for almost 6 months, because Brett Crawford trains at Philippi and he has got training facilities. I'm sure the horse would have had a lot of gallops and he will come out fit. So that's obviously the horse to beat. And the dangers are Double Dash, Golden Angel, and Champagne Kisses. We don't need 7 and 8 in the pick 6.
Okay, thank you very much. So that is the 4 Tuscan Romance, expected to come back firing after that 171-day break last seen at Kenilworth when having a second outing, and that was the second behind Miss World. Half time to race 4, 14:25. All right, so this is the start of the second jackpot we're just about to touch on. It's race number 5. This is a class of 5, and it'll be over the 1,400 meters. And half the field renewing rivalries of sorts. A lot of them ran behind a Cloud Chaser. Very recently, that was on the 3rd of August. But the favorite is the 8, Spirits Unite, 16 to 10, 15 to 4, the 7. Like the Clappers, number 6, Augusta Blue, 92 6 to 1, numbers 4, Unsold Riddle, and the 5, Gold Index. It is 14 to 1 and better bar those. So it is 8 runners, and 6 of them met recently behind a Cloud Chaser. Any of those tickle your fancy? 16 to 10 is one of them. That's Spirits Unite, Mr. Podesta.
Yeah, well, I think Spirit Unite is a horse to beat, but if he doesn't, if he fluffs his line, there's many here that can pick up the pieces. Have a look at Gold Index. 2 runs back, he beat Spirit Unite, and he's actually half a kilo better off at the weights, and he's got the better draw. But the last run was bad, where Spirit Unite kept the form. Running places after that. Look, Cecil, I've banked the Spirit Unite in the PA. I don't think you'll miss the first 3. In the bipot, I went 6, 7, and 8. But in the pick 6, I only left out 1 and 2. The only 2 horses that I think cannot win. So all the horses from 3 to 8 went in the pick 6. But Spirit Unite, the first choice. But in the PA, and I don't make it a good thing from that draw as well.
Okay, so that is Spirits Unite. Richard Fourie, this time teaming up with trainer Pitt Steyn and those famous silks of Mr. Etienne Braun, with many partners, including trainer Pitt Steyn. That is race number 5. It is off at 3 minutes past 3 with our second jackpot. All right, so you're waiting to win. Proudly brought to you by Betway, home of the sooner-to-be commenced PSL. And that is our local league starting on the 14th of September. Of course, the home of the 2024 Summer Cup. Now, race number 6 is a Class 3. By terms of the purse, it is the top-rated race on the afternoon. It is, of course, scratched in race number 6. The only scratching we've had this morning, we're recording on a Monday morning for Tuesday, and that is the 2 Scalini. Now, having a look at the betting for race number 6, it is looking for 3 on the bounce for an informed Glenn Costin stable, and that is 8 holding thumbs in those famous silks of Mr. Gary Player, currently priced up at 22 to 10. 7 Future Turn, 28 to 10. 4 to 1. Our numbers are 3 Salvatore Mundi and the 5 Infrared, and thereafter it is 8 to 1. Nino, Scalini is out, leaves us a field of 7. A good weekend for Glenn Costin, a winner on Saturday at the country course, and then on Sunday had a winner coming off a bit of a break and making it a winning start to the career in the KwaZulu-Natal region, and that was, of course, a Boom Shakalaka. Won a very nice race.
Yes, after Gelding. And isn't it nice to see my very, very good friend Glenn Cotson to form. And I can tell you one thing, he rates the horse very, very highly. Yeah. And you've got to see him in the ring. He's a beautiful, big horse, beautiful specimen, and unbeaten course, unbeaten with a jockey up. I think he's going to take a power of beating. And that's my other best bet on the card. Very, very confident that he'll see us through. The dangers are obviously Future Turn and Infrared.
Right, so confident 8, Holding Thumbs will make it 3 on the bounce and make it overall 4 wins from 10 outings. That's in the first leg of the last pick 3, race number 6. We should be off at 37 minutes past the hour of 3, 23 minutes to 4. All right, so we get to a Class 4 now. This will be our penultimate event of the afternoon, which means the last chance to get involved in a double at Hollywood Bets at Durbanville. It is a 1250-meter event, and this is a Class 4. Right, let's have a look at the betting for race number 7. Quite a few met recently, 3 of them, in fact, and not including the favorite, that is number 8, a Great Cat, who's given the exposure on the cover of the computer form for Durbanville. That is at 5-2 for Brett Crawford and Lewin Kotwa. Number 4 in the green zone, that is at 7-2. Number 3, Polynomial, is at 9-2. 13-2, the 5, Go Like Flow is at 13-2. It is a 7s and better. So Artiste was the winner the last time, that Maritzburg Memory, Polynomial. And in the green zone, numbers 2 and 3 all met. Coming out best as far as finishing behind Artiste was number 4 in the green zone. Currently it's at 7-2. How are you going to play race 7? I know you make it a trappy race as you do the last, because we've had a glimpse at your double suggestion.
Yeah, but first of all, first thing, I think I left by mistake. I left the green zone out of my pick 6. So that definitely has to be added in. But my first choice is, and the strong one, is Great Cat. He's only been out the places twice in 13 starts, and his course and distance stats is exceptional. 2 runs, I think, a win and a second, course and distance. That's my first choice in the race. I like the fact that Go With Flow drops in distance. That's a strong front runner. And just check the price of that one, Cecil.
It is currently at Go With Flow was around 13-2 overnight, and at the moment you can get 13-2 as I speak.
6.5 to 1. That could be a nice value. Bet must be included in the exotics. And then Polynomial would be my third choice. But after that, it becomes wide open. A horse like Grandiosa could upset as well. So I suggest maybe to take the field in the pick 6 that I worked out very late last night. But definitely in the green zone, there has to be added in.
All right.
But like I said, Great Cat is my first choice.
Great Cat, and that Great Cat, as I said, is on the cover of Tuesday's computer form. First choice for our selector, who's in good form at Jermaine Maharaj's Polynomial. And the value bet I see in the computer form itself is a Polynomial. So that's the interesting race number 7. We've got one more to discuss. Race number 8, bringing the curtain down at 12 minutes to 5. Don't forget, it is still International Break Week, and the qualifiers and, of course, those matches in the Nations League continue this week. And I know England are playing tomorrow, and then they have a friendly on a Thursday, but lots of opportunities to get involved in some of that international action as far as betting is concerned. All you do is go to our sponsors, and that is at the Betway platform. Now, let's go and have a look at the betting for the last of the afternoon. This is a D Stakes, and it's over the 12:30. Number 3, Hang Out the Stars, is at 22-10. Number 2, Jet Green, is at 33-10. Number 5, Beneath the Moon, that is at 9-2. 5-1 is number 7, True Horizon. And then the 8, United We Stand, is at 11-2. 13-2 and better, bar those quoted runners. Right, race number 8, a nice way to round off the afternoon, because I know guys love to get involved in their quartets. And how are you going to go about getting some money out of the Get Out Stakes, race number 8?
Cecil, this is a very weak maiden race, and The only thing I can say is that there are 10 runners running and 6 of them are maidens. So I think the winner will come from the 4 that have won. Either Hang Out the Star, Apple Catcher, Beneath the Moon, or Black Path. I'm not one that goes for maidens in open company. I think the winner will come from one of those 4. One of the maidens could run a place. So I would slash a quartet the first, the horses that have won, the 4 horses that have won, first, second, then field. That's the way I would play the quartet.
Yeah, some in the UK reckon that a horse who's battled in the maiden sometimes has a better chance under handicap conditions.
Yeah, that's in the UK.
Good things have to come to an end. And Nina, that's been our preview for racing at Durbanville. We do commence that first of 8 at 20 minutes to 1.